y'all beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, I am going to be making Fruity Pebble muffins, breakfast muffins, or lunch muffins, or dinner muffins, or dessert muffins, whenever you want to eat them. I have the marshmallow Fruity Pebbles here, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just gonna go with it. I found this recipe like normal. I found a recipe online and I decided to make Fruity Pebble muffins. So first things first, I want to thank Tiffany over at Small Town 6 for hosting this collab. This is the cereal challenge collab. So every month she is going to be hosting a food challenge where she has decided to take like things that you might not necessarily think to turn into something more and turning it into something more. For example, Fruity Pebble cereal, we are turning them into muffins. So I just want to thank Tiffany for hosting this collaboration, and I will have her channel linked in the description box down below, as well as a playlist filled with delicious cereal themed goodies. So make sure, I'm trying to talk with my hands since you can't see my face, so make sure you check out the playlist. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the recipe. So the first thing we're going to need is obviously Fruity Pebbles. As if Fruity Pebbles itself did not have enough sugar, we are going to need more sugar. We are also going to need some all-purpose flour. We're going to need some baking powder. We're going to need 1/4 cup of butter, softened. So I will be leaving this out while I make the rest of the recipe. We're going to need some milk. And lastly, we're going to need some salt. Salt is here. Sorry. I also want to sing, sugar, yes please. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is we are going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees. Okay, so while that bad boy is juicing up, we are going to start the mixing. So, you got your bowl, 2 cups of flour. Next, we're gonna need 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to just whisk these ingredients together, making sure they are blended to perfectiones. Whoops. Okay, we're going to take this bad boy away. Next, we're going to need 1/2 cup of sugar. And then I'm gonna add in the softened, which honestly it probably could be a little softer, but it's pretty soft. 1/4 cup of butter. And then we are going to cream it. And now we cream. Okay, so that's about as creamy as it's gonna get. So now we're gonna take the dry ingredients and we are going to alternate between the milk, the butter, and adding it to this dry stuff, this dry ingredients. I'm not really good at this like slow adding while like whatever this is called. I'm not really good at it. Oh, why is this thing so crazy? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now let's do the same thing with the butter. Oh, we're spinning the whole bowl. Oh. Okay, so the consistency of this is really weird. It reminds me of like pizza dough or something. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part. I have so many dishes in my sink right now, it's not even funny. If I drop that one more time, I'm gonna scream. Okay, so now we're gonna fold in the Fruity Pebbles. And I'm really curious if I'm gonna be able to fold. Yeah, I guess I can. This is such a weird consistency. Okay, let's put a little bit in. And we're folding. And we're folding. So I think that is folded to its fullest foldability. And now I'm going to put them in here. So due to the odd consistency, I am going to spray, which really you should probably do anyway when making muffins. I don't know. Again, I'm not a baker. So I'm gonna spoon in these glorious little babies. Boop. So I just licked my finger and surprisingly enough, it doesn't taste bad. It's a little floury, which honestly I anticipated. But now you are going to pop these into the oven for 10 to 14 minutes. Okay, so here they are, fresh out of the oven. I put them on for 10 minutes and they just didn't seem done all the way. So I put them in there for what was supposed to be a couple more minutes, but I accidentally overcooked them a little bit. But honestly, I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of glad that they have like that little crispiness. If you guys haven't been able to tell by now, I do like my food on the crispier side. That's just my preference. So I'm excited to taste these. They look so freaking good. Okay, so now they've cooled off a little bit. And first thing, I'm gonna do a little ASMR. I'm gonna break it in half. Ooh, okay, so it looks like that. Let's see if I can get it to, I can't really tell, but the texture's nice. It's actually, to me, more like a cupcake than a donut. But let's give it a donut. A muffin. Let's give it a taste. Okay. I have a lot of comments. So initially the flavor isn't bad. But, and this could solely be the fact that I overcooked them a little bit, but they're so dry and they almost, like, they're on the cusp of being floury, which is not really the flavor that you're going for with a baked good. If you made like a glaze or even iced them, they would be really good. But it's too much flour. I mean, you can tell by looking at it how white it is. And this is what the recipe I used called for, which I'll have linked in the description box. Maybe if I throw some butter on it, it won't be too bad. Okay, so with all that being said, I would rate these probably about a 7 out of 10. I think they could go up to an 8 if you added some butter, some icing, or some like sugar glaze, or even like a jelly might be good. I don't know. But I give them a 7 out of 10. They're not bad. If you have kids, I'm sure the kids would love them because you can really taste the Fruity Pebbles. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know the filming style was a little bit different, but I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out the playlist linked in the description box down below. And thanks for being my kind of weird. Bye.